Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and I am back with another plan with me, this time in my social media planner. Okay, so you can see here that I have my Colorblock layout. This is actually a brand new planner that I'm using for Colorblock. It's actually a current planner, which is not my usual, but I did haul in a recent video the Jungle Vibes planner, and so these are the guts, the weekly pages from that Jungle Vibes planner, and I'm just going to use them. It's the first time I haven't had to deal with like color on the page, just like things like that, which is kind of funny because this week I'm going to be adding in the green, and I just got out of using a green planner basically, so kind of interesting. But this day right here, the first, is actually Mardi Gras. I don't want to like be heavy into the Mardi Gras theming, but you know, it's just kind of fun to use maybe some of the colors here. And so the first thing I've got is washi. So this is some gold and some green. And then I have a couple of sticker sheets. This one is definitely Mardi Gras oriented, and I want to try to finish this sheet just because I only have like a couple of like little pieces left. So let's just try to finish that up. And then I have a whole stack here, but I do have quotes also ready to go on the side here. And then the last thing I brought out was my Planners Anonymous kit. I have been loving using this for just like masquerade or mask or Mardi Gras themed stuff, and so I'm excited to kind of dig into this to be able to use some of this stuff for this spread. And I wanted to be able to kind of like, set up something interesting down here. So the way that I use this is the first row is YouTube, the next two rows are Instagram, and then the fourth one, sometimes it's like Facebook, although I don't really do a ton on Facebook. So really these bottom three rows are like more for decoration, notes, news in the planner world, so any releases, that kind of thing. But I can also just use it for deco and just like setting up something kind of fun for the spread. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, just because I don't anticipate any major announcements. Like, we never know, right? Like, the Happy Planner could like drop a huge release. But you know, I feel like since they just had a big release, you know, we can't have another big release, right? Like, I mean, that would just be that'd be kind of crazy. I think that's kind of overwhelming. But maybe that's just my take on it, and you know, other people will feel differently. So what I'm going to do is actually kind of lay some of this paper from Planners Anonymous down at the bottom. I'll try to keep it within like these last three boxes. So what I'm going to do is just kind of like do a tear, rip it up, and kind of go with a tear. The way that tore is like the whites on this side, so I'm actually going to tear, let's see, actually here's the edge. Okay, so maybe I'll do it this way, but then is it upside down? Some of them are and some of them aren't. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way, and then this way I'll kind of layer them like behind each other like this. Does that make sense? All right, so that's kind of the game plan here. I, again, don't need quite so much of the space here, so I'm going to cut it a little bit. All right, I probably shouldn't eyeball it, but I am going to just attempt to eyeball this. I'm going to cut it kind of like around here. And I'm just going to go for it. I'm living dangerously here. It doesn't have to be a perfect edge. I don't know. You know, I want to maybe focus less on being perfect with some of these things, you know, and just getting things kind of done more so than anything. Just because I need to use my planners, you know, I don't feel like I have to have it be so perfect all the time. Yeah, that's just me. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of a trap lately with like, well, I feel like it's always been an issue, but like, you know, just lately for me, I feel like there's just been a lot of, I don't know, like, not competition, that's not the right word, but like, I just don't know, there's like a lot of comparison happening, and just, I gotta do my own thing, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do here, and, you know, not focus on being perfect. Like, that's not the purpose of YouTube. For me, I don't do any of this for the sake of like money or anything like that. I mean, I do have a full-time job, so I mean, I get paid. I do this because I enjoy it. I started this channel for Sophia, really, my 5-year-old daughter. She wanted to record videos. She wanted to be a YouTube star, and so that's kind of where we ended up, was like, I mean, if I'm gonna do it with you, we're gonna do it as a planner channel, because I'm just not excited about doing any other type of video like toy unboxings or any of that type of stuff, which is, I think, kind of what she wanted to do, but I'm just like, no, I'm not doing any of that stuff. So she has been willing to come on here and do it. And I don't do it for the views. You know, her videos, she's the cutest thing. I love watching her videos, but it's not the fan favorite. But, you know, it doesn't matter to me. That's not the point, right? The point is she enjoys it and I enjoy helping her with it. And that's what we do it for. So anyway, I'm on like a random side note as I'm trying to cut some of this stuff down. I think I'll let it peek out just enough so I can maybe add this next little piece right here. And I probably don't need quite that much because, you know, like at some point they'll overlap, right? Do I want it? Let's see how much. I want to see how much I want before I like start gluing stuff down. I probably cut too much purple at this point. Yeah, see, because like I cut it too much to kind of fill in that gap. So I'll have to tuck it in down just a little bit more, which means like maybe that much. Okay, I think that's perfect. So now I'm going to get this all laid down. I'm going to start with this piece, I think. I want to make sure this one's laid down first. Okay, so this one is kind of like right here. And it's like a big separation between the two pieces, but I do like to at least, you know, keep it fairly close to where they belong, if that makes sense. So we'll do that. And then this piece. Okay, so I was chatting and gluing and like placing, and I didn't realize that the video cut out. So, you know, we'll just pick up where we were. I did end up taping down this side of it, and yeah. So I think I was talking about Sophia, but, you know, like now I have no idea where I cut off and, you know, what you heard and what you didn't hear. So anyway, maybe that's just a sign that I shouldn't be talking about Sophia, my lovely, sweet Sophia. Anyway, let me finish taping these down. I do love this tape runner. So excited I was able to finally pick up tape runner. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. You guys. Ah, how frustrating. Okay, so there's just no way I'm going to be able to do this, right? Like, let me see if I can try to rub this off. Okay, it's coming off. As long as I don't, like, let it adhere to another surface, I think we'll be okay. All right, I'm just going to rub it off. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Again, like, chatting and talking. I'm not good at this YouTube thing. And maybe that's kind of where I was leaving off. Like, you know, I don't do YouTube for the likes, although I enjoy, you know, your appreciation of my videos. I really do this because I enjoy it, and so I do it because I like it, not because other people like it. You know, it's fun that other people enjoy it too. I mean, otherwise I, you know, wouldn't have an audience. But I don't need an audience. I feel like, is that necessary? I feel like I've used all this glue. All right, new tape runner. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Right, this one's rolling a lot better than that other one too, so I'm really glad to be able to replace it. That other one was like a little bit more like resistance, I think, when I was using it. All right, so the glue was maybe a little bit older or something. It just didn't roll as well, all right, as this one. So I'm glad I have this tape runner. I'm excited about it. This one I cut a little bit short. You can see that, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little bit short. But I'm going to live with it. It is totally fine. Not perfection. That's not the goal here. All right, so let's see if I want to put the washi somewhere. Like, I feel like now there's like so much down here. Maybe I shouldn't put the washi. All right, I'm going to leave the washi for just right this second. All right, then the last thing I think is maybe just to come in. I feel like I need like green in here, but maybe not. Okay, so I think just the last thing is just to kind of mark some of the major things happening. So here's Mardi Gras. I don't like it when it covers up the words, so let me try to place it not quite right, and for it to be straight. These are all good goals. Straight, not covering up the words. I'll use tweezers. Closer to Tuesday. Okay, that's great. All right, and then for most of this week, I'm actually on vacation, and so I probably will like have the bare minimum here, but here is when I come back. And what I'm going to do actually is there's 6 bullets on here. I'm going to cut it in half. So it's 3 and 3, so that way I can get it into the box. All right, so I actually don't need it for YouTube. I was just kind of measuring it there, but I'll put it right here. Should I? Yeah, I'll put it all the way to the top. So that'll be 3 for Instagram and 3 for Instagram. Now I don't have to use these rows like that. It's just kind of how I organize it, is YouTube, Instagram, Instagram, Facebook, or like news. But I think it's also, you know, fine. Like if I only have 3 boxes, I can just kind of do what I have to, you know. It really doesn't have to be exactly the way that I'm laying it out here. Plus I can also just add stickers down here to kind of use some of this space too. So all of those are possibilities. I really need deco, I feel like, but also this planner is super functional for me, so I feel like I want deco. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. I want deco, but I don't have to have it. All right, so I'm just going to use all these pieces just because I have it, and I want to toss this sheet. I really want to just get rid of it and use all of it if at all possible. So let's get the yellow in here. Trying to look how cute the little mask is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love it. You know, like we celebrate Mardi Gras in my hometown, like where I live right now actually, pretty hardcore. Like Mardi Gras is a huge deal in our area, but I'm not a huge Mardi Gras person, so you know, it pretty much extends to like having Mardi Gras in my planner, and that's about it. Right, I have no idea what's happening with any of these days, you know, like I can plan ahead a little bit. I'm trying to see if any of these are stickers, but a lot of it's just me placing them just to see what it looks like before the pin. But it does have to be functional. I'm wondering if I should just like give up on these like confetti pieces, because I don't know that they're going to come up. And do I want them to come up? How will I use them? All right, let's see. I have a piece of glue on my nail too. Yay. It's from that tape runner. Okay. It's cute enough, but I think I'll just use these 3 since I only have 3. I'll put a little like kind of cluster of 3 right there. Like having 1 by itself just seems weird. And I like to do things in odd numbers. So it's 1, 3, or 5, or 7, you know, like so. Good example here is how I split this up into like 3 bullets, right? So that's just kind of how I roll. Okay. Here we go. And then the last little thing is this confetti in my hair, cocktail in my hand. I don't actually drink, so, but I'm still going to use it. I'll probably use it over here just because this is Mardi Gras. Should I put it down here? No, I don't like it there. All right, I'll put it right here as low as possible. All right, and leave myself room to kind of write. Now, I feel like right here, the sidebar is super empty. But I'm wondering if I should put anything there. I think I should leave it so that way I can just make notes. Like one of the things I do, especially with the transition into a new month, is like kind of create or rewrite like old task lists that I've just kind of carried forward, like video ideas, things like that, and I just kind of move it back into a current week or into the new month. So that way, you know, since I carry my planner everywhere, I have the whole month, and so I can have at least one reference point for it. So from February to March, I'll move those notes over here. So that's kind of what that's for. I think I'll just leave it so that way it's not decorated. It will be fairly writing heavy, I think, on that side. All right, so this was, I think, super quick and easy. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It has some color and decoration, which is not my usual in my social media planner, but I think it looks really cute. Wish I had a little bit more green, but that's okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be like full-on explosion of Mardi Gras in my planner. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. And until the next video, bye guys.